All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Chief. Good morning, Safe. Yeah, we'll get started here in a few minutes. Doing good. Srar, good morning. Doing good. Just getting ready for the day here. Did not add any. I added one more trade to. Let me show you here from yesterday. Yesterday's stream. Let me see here. We went long here, sold one and sold another one, and that is this trade right here. So we ended up the day at 11:26 versus when we were in the stream, and in the stream we're up 669. So that's how my day actually ended up yesterday. All right, guys, we have about 10 minutes to the cash market open. Go ahead, Israr. Ask a question. Let's take a look at ES. So consistency in staying under the cloud and under channel number two. That's what we're seeing right now here. We saw how the price came into this level, and we said yesterday and the prior days that this zone is going to be an issue for a lot of the longs, and we came into the transitional zone, the middle of the range, the trend line. I mean, it all lined up right here for a short into lower prices into Globex, where we at right now at 38.27. The market is not doing much of anything overnight, so we're going to expect a bit of a consolidation. Then later on in the day, a potential expansion of that range. Typically, after a big move, you get a consolidation. That's typically when it happens. Yeah, so that's that on that one. YM, the same thing. I mean, actually, it's weaker, and you could see how the market actually versus ES penetrated that line and the transitional zone and came back all the way back down to this level. Globex is 30,930, and this is a consolidation as well. So it looks like at the open here, we have to be a bit patient and let the market kind of consolidate a tad bit before we get involved in it. And you could tell from looking at the 200 NT Rinko that the market has not done much of anything overnight. It just oscillated and consolidated. So we need to see either a break of 724 or a breakdown below 616 on NQ. And since we're talking about NQ, let's pull that price up here. Very consistent with channel number two, came up to those high levels again, and complete reversal, which tells me that that instrument is a lot weaker than the rest of the instruments like YM and NQ. We are trading in and around Globex at 673, and that's an area where we need to be fairly conscious about not just overcommitting to a direction in a market that is directionless. um, I would rather be short than long. I would rather see rally than short into it versus just shorting at these low levels. So we'll see how this day is going to pan out. But I know for a fact that the first 15 minutes, half an hour of the trading day, uh, the best action plan for me is to just be patient, wait and see. Then after that first half an hour, we'll get a sense of direction. All right. So what we're seeing here is crude oil, and crude oil, we got ourselves a retest of channel number two and a push past target number one at 110.33. And now we're coming into an area right here at the 114.15 zone where the price will could be pausing. So as long as that 100 or 101 is holding, this structure right here is consolidation for higher prices. Now, in and around target number one, we may see a bit of consolidation, then a base for higher prices, a higher base, a higher low than the low that we experienced on the 21st. So we're gonna be patiently waiting for that. Hi, good morning, Brian. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Brian. How are you? So that's that here. Yeah, interesting. I mean, gold, it's that same meat grinder that we've been experiencing. And now they're just literally oscillating in and around target number two. And they continue to come up to the top end of that range. They keep coming to the transitional zone and failing. So, good morning. Good morning, Brian. So that's kind of the mode of operation in and around gold, and you don't want to see price breaking up at 1860 if you're short, or 1881. Rather be short than long. Rather be oversized on the short side than being on the long side. And ultimately, they're trying to reconcile this area right here that happened on the 17th of May, or started around the 17th of May. So that's what we're dealing with right here. Ultimately, if that break happens and channel number two continues to hold, we should be looking at target number three in this sequence. Now, let's take a quick look at the big NQ. What one heck of a move lower. Price action is just going to continue to churn. At no point did the market tell us to go long in that sequence. We hit target number three at 766 and then bleeded all the way into the close in a almost identical pattern to what we saw a few days back, which is really amazing. Actually, I think that was Friday. Yeah, Friday. I mean, they took it all the way up, they took it all the way down. But look, what was the catalyst for that move? That captain set up long. Okay. And then the failure of that captain setup right here at 20. So these patterns are exceptional patterns for swing trades, option trades. They're exceptional for even intraday trades because they get you to position yourself in the direction of that captain setup. So right now, the 200 NT Rinko has an up candle, okay, and the 100 NT Rinko, if it hits 55, it looks very close to doing that. Uh, the market will be out of sync, right? So if it's out of sync, what do? We wait till it gets back in sync, which means if it does 55, then it needs to go up to 93 before we get engaged again, or the market has to go all the way down to 629, and then the market would be in sync on the short side. So it is important for me for that first 15, 20 minutes to just kind of relax and and make five assumptions. So these five assumptions are me trying to read the market in that first half an hour and ask myself, okay, you know, do I think this is going to go up or down? And I'll pick 5 points in price action and say, okay, this market should go lower here, or this market should go higher here, and with an entry of X and an exit of Y. And if I am correct 3 out of 5, that means I am in sync with the market, right? All right, 1 minute, 1 minute. Good luck, everybody. Can I stay disciplined and let's make it happen today. Here comes at 55. The market is out of sync. You got a captain set up short on ES with a stop at 31. So here you go. The market is oscillating back and forth, back and forth. We're literally trading in and around Globex. Yeah, I mean, I mean, as long as we continue to trade under 93, you could see how they rallied this up and made a lower high. So it looks like it's going to sell off at the open here. And this is a signal to go short at 660 with a 75 stop. And let's see if that one works. Target number 2 is where we're going with this one. 34 is target number 2. And we should see that happen. Okay, here we go. That's good enough right here. So that's trade number 1. That's assumption number 1. So that's a good assumption. Um, and let's see if we can get 2 more. Here we go, 34. So that you see how that worked out, where that lower high around the 90 could not pierce back up that captain set up short, and the market structure just failed. Ugh, sorry about that. Target number 3 is hit, and also we have ourselves 200 NT Rinko that sold off, which is really a surprise. Well, it's not a surprise for me, but it's just amazing that we are that low in price action and still the price is struggling. The shorts are definitely in control. Here we go. Yeah, that's another one right here. That's the switch trade right here for a short. That's another assumption. And then we talked about this market selling off right here. So that's 2 out of 5. Market is consistent and is under pressure. Target number 4 in the sequence is 568. Israr, if he's Ninja Trader, do you need to buy data feed? You could. Oh wow, look at that. That was the captain setup switch trade right there. Look, man, you take your. Look at that one right here. That's a big time buy signal. So we're getting a disconnect between the 200 and the 100. Captain set up switch trade long, and the market reacted well toward that. So we may be in the process of stabilizing here. Back to your question, Israr, you could just simply get on the demo for 14 days. And then after that, I think you could open an account and just put $100 in it. And that will give you a data feed, if you want it past the demo time. Make sense? Send me an email at right here. I can walk you through that whole process. Sorry. That's not what I tried to do. There you go. Send me an email there and I will walk you right through that process. So they flushed the market right off the bat at the beginning of the day. Good morning, Brad. How are you? So nice little sequence here. And that captain setup switch trade. Hopefully somebody in the room took it. Anybody? Giannis. Here we go. Giannis. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Giannis. The market is disconnected. The market is out of harmony right now. So we're waiting for three scenarios to present themselves. Scenario number one, either the market closes lower at 594. That will get the market back in sync on the short side. Scenario number two, we run up to the 45, which is target number two in this sequence, then fail again and reverse the price uh, lower to 605. Scenario number three is breaking up to 56. If the market does a break above 56, then the market is in sync on the long side, and we can start looking at behavior and signals that are consistent on the short side. I mean, on the long side. But the environment we are in is decisively uh, short behavior. So we have to undertrade the longs and overtrade the shorts unless we break 730. If we break 730, then the market is based enough to where the longs can pick up a bigger bid. So here comes another captain setup short. So the assumption here is a drop below 605 to the 90 in this rotation right here. Here it comes and into 92. Here we go, and possibly captain setup switch trade and a push to that 92. So that's my assumption number four. And that's another signal, and it worked. So that's 4 out of 5 that actually are trades that worked. Okay, so sorry, I thought you're Yanis versus Giannis. Okay, because we have a Giannis Sanders in the room. You guys are not related by any chance, are you? Okay. There are specific anti-wrinkle candles. They're called NT, which is Ninja Trader Rinko, and those Rinko bars have the capacity to produce wicks versus a traditional Rinko bar that does not, and it's exceptionally beneficial in reading the market. Good morning, Adnan. How are you? And it's part of the Harmony trading system. So, do you use Ninja Trader by any chance? I'm assuming you do. All right. So we came here with this rotation. The market disconnected from this transitional zone, and now we are basically waiting on the market to reconnect and give us another transitional zone. But it looks like we're going to disconnect. So the market is out of sync right here. So what are we seeing? We're seeing a lot of this behavior where the market gets in sync and out of sync and only providing you with a scalping opportunity. Yeah, I don't think TradeStation has that candle. It really makes a huge difference, though. Yeah, I'm gonna send you. I'm just gonna give you my email. Send me an email to. Okay, and I'll give you that candle. You have to install NT7 uh, and or NT8. It doesn't matter. I have both, and I'll give you that candle so you could start viewing the market this way. It will reduce a lot of noise in the market. Okay. So here we go back in the 580. Let's take a look at the news cycle here. OPEC meeting all day long. That's going to be a big one. We had Mr. speaks early in the morning. We had Fed Powell speak at 9 a.m. It can be good, huh? 17. All right, people on stream. All right. Can you hear me now? Yes, that's exactly what we're doing, Omer. I'm glad that you remember that one. I know Yanis. I'm talking about the people in YouTube Stream and Trade Arcade and Twitter and Facebook. See that 70, that 570 level? Perfect. Okay, thank you. All right, that's what I need to know. And look at this bad boy. What is that line? What is that number? Take a look. FOMC 0615. Literally, we come up to those levels and test and retest back and forth. If you get anything out of this experience with us here, make note of that number. That number is 1 second before the release of the Fed fund rate. That number becomes significant. And second thing, these captain setups in are very important as well on the 200 NT Rinko. Those are very two important concepts to incorporate into your trading. So 8:45, the market is disconnected again. We're patiently waiting till 9 o'clock. And then we're going to start um, taking on some risk. A couple of things need to happen. Either the market comes back down to 580, we either break up to the 40 and then reverse, or we go all the way to 57 and then the market is in sync on the upside with reservations. Hmm. So they're picking up a bid here. They're trying. ES is put a captain setup and failed it to the upside from 38.13 into the 16. So to me, here we go. Boom. All right. So we got to that 40, target number 3. It looks like we're 57 is going to be in in sync with us. Okay. So the market decided that it wants to be in sync. So what do we do with that information? Um, I'm going to look for pullbacks as a buying opportunity against 25. That'll be 725. So I want to see that level eventually break, but I'm not going to take a swing trade here, meaning I'm not just going to buy in a range. I'm going to look for a new transitional zone to build up and then take that transitional zone. We are back to Globex. Look at that bad boy. See, when the market disconnect, that is the earliest sign that the market is trying to shift its personality. So that keeps me in trouble. Man, look at that. That is a solid move. Yeah, that's a target number 4 hit at 699. Target number 5 is 736. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? I I, I try to keep it as simple as possible, Janice. and really, I basically look at these targets, look at the cloud, look at these transitional zones, and look at the 200 and the 100 and see the relationship between them, and then trade in that direction. For swing trades, I emphasize the 200 over uh, the rest of the charts. But in essence, I try to keep it as simple as possible. So when you go into delta and gamma and how that effect, it becomes theoretical and a bit more detached from this minute to minute interpretation of price action. It's almost like market profile, for example. I mean, it's not related, but concept wise, market profile. You see this volume that is supposed to be relevant, but you truly don't know if it's relevant or not. So now it becomes very subjective. And I'm trying to impose as much rule based thinking in my trading as possible. So what's happening here? Well, guess what they did? They got us all the way over Globex, and they're putting a captain setup. So that should run up. That should run up to 10 or 20. So we hit the 10 and backed off, retesting this captain setup. Yeah, if we break below 780, the market is out of sync, and they're already doing that. So they're getting tired up here already. So the only trade I would have taken is right here on this captain setup, but I passed on it. It's just the market went in such a parabolic way. I didn't feel comfortable just taking that trade so close to Globex. Now, the 100 NT Rinko is out of sync with the 200. What does that mean? Those three scenarios gotta happen again here. First one is a break above 719. If you want to pull back to 50, then reverse back up, that's okay. That will be still a long. And or you break down to 630. If you do a breakdown to 630, then the whole structure is short again. I don't have any trades done so far for the morning. Let me see here. Nothing here. So we're flat for the day and looking for our first trade. Interesting that they come up to Globex and like literally put a captain setup and run it up. It's a bullish behavior, but we're not gonna preempt it. We need to see 718 show up before we start getting excited about getting long again. Yeah, here comes another one. 703. See how they built up that transitional zone right here? Okay, so we want to see that hold. Then a run up to that 718. I'm tempted. Yeah. Let them, yeah, they keep oscillating back and forth. Yeah, they need to break that 718. I'm not gonna preempt it or go ahead of it. We are at Globex, and Globex trading is notorious for failed patterns. See how they come back to it, run it up, come back to it. Most likely they're going to sell it off, and they're going to oscillate around that level for a little bit. So a big move, and guess what happened after the big move? Price just oscillated back and forth. Good morning, Frida. That was interesting to see. It was just it just took off and never stopped. Man, I don't know. Let's just start playing that game. You see that when the market started to do that, I was like, all right, this market is ready. And because it established a new transitional zone, but the market was not in sync, so I kind of left it alone. 53 happened, and that thing just never looked back. So now we're getting a bit of a back and fill under Globex. I simply need to be patient here. All right, so here we go again. So now they're back in sync, and we talked about that 725 as an area of interest. So now I want to look at a pullback as a buying opportunity against that Globex and against that 668. Let's. I hope they don't do the same thing of just running it up and up and up and not looking back, because that'll make it a little bit more difficult for us to jump in, which they are. They are doing the same exact thing. Good Lord. It's almost like you have to jump anywhere. What is that? 705? Yeah, 705. Yeah, good morning, Gary. Target number 3 is 747. Target number 4, 809. Target number 5 is 850. So they're putting a fading pattern here. Captain set up short, and a retest of it, and they're pushing the price lower. I'm still looking for longs. I need to protect 705, which is target number 1. If we break below that level, then that kind of puts us in a holding pattern on the long side. Okay. So establish channel number 1 and channel number 2. I'm gonna just draw channel number 2 right here. So that price needs to be protected, 705, 710, 705. And we want to see a new transitional zone build up here in order for us to get involved. I'm not gonna start with anything big. I'm gonna start the day with 1 and 2 contracts, build up the day, and then go from there. It's 9:06. It seems like it's been a whole day here. So here we go. They're trying to break that. So the market is in sync on the long side, but we're not getting a behavior and we're not getting a signal to go long. At least not yet. It's interesting. So what needs to happen here? We need to either break 740 or again pull back toward glowbacks and then reverse before basically going down to the 690, then reverse back up. But if we end up closing anywhere uh, near 653, then the market is back in sync on the short side. Interesting, they put a captain setup short right here and they push against it. So now they put a captain setup short one here and another one right there. And that tells me that there is a bit of a overhead distribution and a selling pressure that's coming in here. So I need to be even extra careful about trying to get long now. I don't want to be short, but definitely not long yet against those two captain setups. This one right here and this one right here. So that channel number two broke right here. See that where it broke, came and retested it up and put a captain setup short, and now we're consolidating here. So that tells me if we don't see 743 soon, this market will start dripping toward target number 2 and 3 on the short side. So, and every time we come up to that 700, 702, 705, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 times the market picked up a bid. Yanis, yes, we are meeting today. Right after the room closes. So why I'm not acting here, why I'm not picking up any trades, because the market is out of sync. and I want to see conviction, not just. But see, when we get so far, when we're getting conviction, look what the market does. It literally takes off and it never stops till the market is done. So that is kind of the personality that I'm seeing today. It seems to be a severe short covering, and it's persistent, and people pile onto it till it fades and it fizzles out. All right, all right. Okay, okay, okay. So that's good to see. At least that is it could provide us with a fresh 200 NT Rinko candle. Here we go. Boom. So the market reversed here. The 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. So the market is reversing right here, but it is reversing right on Globex. And I'm telling you that trading around Globex is always a challenge. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to just take any rally back up to the middle of the range at 71, 75.80. I'm going to look for a new transitional zone. See what we're doing? See the quality of the runs? I mean, they're really good once you get on them. I mean, literally, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop till it ends. And the same thing here. So I may have to adjust to that. I may have to adjust to that by just like we're literally just jumping in once we get a new cla- once we get a new uh, shift in the 200 NT wrinkle. Because the personality of the day is as such, and just try it with one contract and not get too heavy. So let's see what happened here. I mean, the next target for us uh, is target number 4, which is 591. Target number 5 is 550. I mean, they're putting the captain setup switch trade right here. I mean, that's just interesting. Okay, failing that, they're gonna run this thing up a little bit into the 45, 55 zone. As long as they continue to trade above 630, that's a possibility. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that game. I'm gonna just literally wait for the market to disconnect on the 200 on the 20 NT Rinko and bring me in with a new transitional zone. I'll take those trades. Here we go. 40, 45, 55. Why do I even say that? Because you got yourself a double captain setup. That's what you got. So at least we got to the 50 here. It's 920. Yeah, I think well, Powell is speaking, right? So that's going to be an issue. I'll tell you what, one thing, patience is a trade. I mean, there's scalping opportunities right now. I mean, every time the market runs up to the either the middle of the range or the top end of the range, that provide us with a shorting opportunity. I'm looking for something better here. I'm looking for a potentially disconnect of the cloud and reconnect of it, which gives me higher probability of catching a bigger move. Target number one, two through three is hit. Target number four is at 91 and 550. Okay, here we go. Another transitional zone. I mean, if I get in here at 38, 48 is a stop. Let me see here. I'm going to give this market a little bit of space. And here we go with shifting. I would take a trade here. Uh, I'm not chasing this. I wanted to go in at 40 and look for a run up lower. If this candle closes lower, and I'm going to keep it very tight. Okay, that's fine. It's either going to happen here quick or not. Okay. There's a captain set up long on the 50 NT Rinko. If this candle closes higher, I'm gonna take a scalp to the long side. Yeah, they put that captain set up. Order canceled. All right. So yeah, look at that one. That was a good one. Captain set up long on the 50 NT Rinko for a scalp. Yeah, that trade right here, it's either going to happen very quickly or not. It's just not, you don't even have to think twice about it. Look at that. Boy, that is the hallmark of trading around Globex. It is ruthless in the way they're moving these prices because they are just basically covering stops very quickly and then bringing the market all the way back down. So right now, a couple of things need to happen. One, either the market close back down at that 764 area and will be in sync on the short side again, or we simply go to 730 and the market is in sync on the long side, which is a bit over 20 points away. Yes, you do, Adnan. Yes, you do. Trust me. That will definitely uh, help a lot clearer things. Absolutely. Well, again, you have my email, right? Just send me an email on that, and I'll set you up with the candles. I'll set you up with them. 680. So that's what the market got to do here. If we break down to 680, that means we're going down to Globex. They're putting a captain setup right here. I'm gonna go short right here, and I'm gonna add to it.
Order pending. Order filled. Order pending. Order pending. Order filled. Order cancelled. Order cancelled. Order pending. Order filled. Order cancelled. Stop filled.
Fairly noisy. Fairly noisy. Yeah, fairly noisy here. So now we're disconnecting again. So my stop was going to be 620, which will be the close of the 100 NT wrinkle. So this is a typical, uh, around Globex price action. And we truly need to see a couple of things happen. A break above 730. If that happens, the longs will take control, and we need to see an expansion into the 778 800. If we come back down and close this candle to 680, that will put a captain setup short, and I'll look for rallies as a shorting opportunity again. And is it wild? Yeah, it is. It's just market becomes very parabolic. There are a big fight going on, and that when they run up the shorts, they run them up. I mean, in a big way. And when they take it down, they take it out. They take them down fairly quickly. So this is what we've done so far. The first trade and the second trade. So we're up 265 for the day. Took a little bit of heat on that one. But we understood where our stop is. Watch them come back and put a captain setup short. I may get in immediately on Globex at 80.
Order pending.
And then if it rallies back up, I'll get short some more. I would have to trade this in a bit of a range to make it make sense to me, and start small.
target. Order
I
cancelled.
took that target, but the market has potential for making a bigger move here. But I just want to build up a little bit more cushion in my day. Then I'll start going for a bigger target, and I'll use bigger. Uh, I'll size up a little bit. I mean, we're not really doing much of any size here today. So $300, we're up 581. Let's just keep working. They're not going to make it easy on us today, but guess what? We will make our money one way or another. One way or another, we're going to make our money. Boom, target number 3 in this sequence. So what you got going on is a captain set up on the 100 NT Rinko, along with the market being in sync on the short side. On the 200, the market is in sync. And then we took that signal. Good job, Adnan. Good job, good job. I'm telling you, one of the hardest things that you could do is trade around Globex. It is, it's, I wouldn't say hard. It's just you have to think in a different way than a price action that the market is trading away from Globex. It's two different markets. Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I mean, it's safer bet to just kind of leave this alone. Be honest with you. So where would I get more more excited about trading and adding volume and all that good stuff is if we start breaking below that 70, which is the FOMC, you will get momentum that is solid on the short side. If you started to break above 783 in the 800, that zone from here all the way to 900, uh, you'll get a lot of momentum in that direction. Okay. So where we are smack in the middle of chop zone. It's a kill zone of ripping it up, ripping it down, taking all these small stops out of the way, and building stops to the high end and the low end of the market, and then they will take it in that direction. So, couple of things: under trade this environment, and when you trade it with a minimum amount of contracts. See, here we go. I mean, a captain set up on the 100 NT Rinko typically will produce a lot more than what you're seeing right here. So now the market is out of sync. A market that goes in sync and out of sync very frequently in the same 200 NT Rinko candle, that tells you all you need to know about that market. So how is everybody doing so far? Doing a roll call. Brad, Brian, how are we doing, buddy? Gary, Sheila, Yanis. How do you say your name? Jonas? I have Yanis, and is Jonas as a good pronunciation? Omer, how we doing? Adnan, how we doing? Frida, Chief. Look at safe. Okay, here we go. Mid safe. Look at these bastards, man. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Frida. I know it's a tough environment. Okay, so what did they look at these guys? What is this mess? It is a mess. It is a mess. All right, so we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity now against that 56. So we're looking for a run up to 50 uh 56. Yeah, 56.60. That's what we're looking for. Yeah. And I'm looking for a pullback to get me in because I'm not just going to buy up in here. Ain't no way. I look for a pullback, consolidation. This market is not momentum market, so I'm not going to buy, momentum prices here. I mean, we keep hitting. I mean, we hit target number 2 in ES and we pulled back. 720. Let me see here. 720. Yeah. 2024. Very nice. Okay. I see what they're doing here. So they're consolidating around these levels. I want to see a new transitional zone before I jump in anywhere. So they've given us a transitional zone on the short side here, and now we're showing targets to the short side. So the market is pulling back a little bit. If they break 705, then we're dealing with, uh, you know, it's just consistent with the consolidation, and the market would be out of sync. And that puts me on hold on making any additional decisions on the long side till the market gets back in sync. Waiting, waiting for the market to be in sync, especially in a consolidative market. And when the market disconnect the way it's doing right now, it saves me. It truly saves me from being active in a meat grinder, because this is what you're looking at right now. Nothing but a meat grinder. Okay, maybe they're ready right here. Huh, Captain set up short. Wow. Yeah. We're gonna wait for the cloud to shift positive. I mean, if they close this candle at 40 again, I may take a scalp, and it's gonna be a short one, like a quick one. Nope. All right, so let's hold off here. They're fading it here. I'd rather be long than short. We need to protect 706. Break above 742 will pick up momentum to 55. Put another candle at 43. I will jump in,
Order
and
pending.
my order is ready, and I need to be in it for more than just that.
Order Order filled. Order filled. Order pending.
he's serious.
Stop. Order cancelled.
Okay, I gotta get out of that one. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Two captain setups in a row. It's either gonna happen very quickly right there, or it's not. The expectation here was to see 55, 60, and they put another captain setup at 35. I gave it a candle or so just in case, and it was not. It was not. It was misbehaving. All right, let's just keep working. Let's keep working. Market is out of sync right now. So we gotta wait and see two things: run up to 744, and or a breakdown to 653. One of those two things gotta happen. Putting another captain setup right here. If they close this candle lower, well, I'll give it a shot. Short.
Order filled. Order filled. Order pending. Order filled. Order pending. Order filled.
Going break even. Let's see if we can get another push to target number two. I mean, they put a captain setup switch trade against two captain setups up there. So I'll take a shot at it. They may run it up a little bit and get me out. Yeah, here we go. That's fine. I'll take that for now. It's almost like I have to be in a very quick scalpy mood in this market. So that's a captain setup switch trade. and we basically around 10 points profit on that one. Let's keep playing the game. Yeah, this is a scalping market for sure. Yeah. Very possible. Very possible, Omer. We may end up getting a captain set up short on the 200, and that would be something. So we're in the middle of the range on Globex, right? I mean, on the 100 NT Rinko. So and very close to Globex. So they're playing around with it for a little bit. If we
Order pending.
oh, come on, come on, God dang it. Yeah, we missed that one.
Order cancelled.
Was a captain set up short. That is a beautiful trade right there. I'm not gonna chase it. I mean, I needed to get it at 80, especially in this market at 90, and that's a run up to 80, and a potential for an extension of that price to target number three, which is 657. I mean, if they're gonna put another captain setup switch trade right here, I haven't seen that one for a while. That would be interesting. We're right on to the tick on Globex, right to the tick. So there's a lot of stops right under that. And if we can manage an actual entry here for a flush under the 80, that would be a good one.
Order pending.
Now I may have to take that stop.
Target filled. Target filled.
I'm gonna get out of it. We should be seeing a momentum very quickly here. Not this type of behavior. Now it goes, right? God dang it. All right, that's fine. That is fine. Keeping it small. Keeping it small in this market. It's 10 o'clock. We got plenty of time. We just need to put together a solid trade, one solid trade, and then we'll go from there. So, what's the expectations from today is consolidation in the morning and trending later on. Look at this, I'm telling you. A little bit of more patience here would have got us in a big trade. 52. 52. Ooh, baby. Yeah, this market does make you a little bit jumpy, doesn't it? So 55, 55, 55. Okay. We break 55, then we're going to start getting short and aggressively. Yeah, well, yeah, the 100 broke. You just need the 200 to be in sync. And I'm going to, start getting short all the way up to the 80. But we need 56. Here you go. Come on, baby. Come to Papa.
Order pending. Order filled.
All right, here we go. All right, and we are gonna start getting
Order pending.
aggressive with this one. 56. Yeah, I know you're gonna do that. I don't care. Let's go.
Order filled.
Yeah, you wanna do that? That's fine. $56. I'm gonna get aggressive here, so don't just blindly follow. I'm gonna put on some risk. 90.
Order pending. Order filled. Stop filled.
I had to take it right here. I had to take it right here. Because it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Mm, mm, mm. Now it is. Damn. I was. Yeah, that is. So whenever you see a captain setup, then a switch trade right here, typically it's going to start running up. All right, that's fine. It is what it is. Let's just keep working. Let's keep working. Yeah, the 30 and Tirinko captain, that's a good one. I didn't even see that, to be honest with you. Should still be short or looking for a short. Actually, what we need is to see 655 come through. And that will get us back in.
Order
Here you go. I
pending.
don't care. Let's go. I gotta get aggressive with this thing, man. I really do.
Order filled.
All right. Let's see here. 54. My stop is 53, and it's gonna cost me some money. But yeah, no. Dang it. 70, 80, 90. That's 20 points.
Order pending. Order filled.
We need 54.
Order pending. Order canceled.
Twenty 15 is the target for this rotation. When we get to 54, I mean, I'm not gonna get too cute with this damn market.
Order filled.
So we took target number 1, and I'll add to it as we go along.
Order filled.
All right, let's see if we can get to target number 2.
Order pending.
That's actually 54, so I wouldn't be looking for that. I'll be looking for target number 3. Good morning, Ron. How are you?
Order pending. Order filled. Order pending.
Come on, baby.
Order filled.
Pay me, pay me, pay me, pay me. So we added and we took out some.
Order
Okay, so we took target number 2. Let's see if how we handle target number 3. We should burst right here. Like we should see, a flush that will take us to 40 very quickly.
Order pending. Order
Thank
filled.
you. Now the question is, can we find ourselves holding on to this trade for an extended period of time where we can hit 15 and or lower? What I have to do, I'm going to put it at target number 5. I'm going to go to break even plus, let's call it 5 points, right? and let it ride. Let it ride, baby, let it ride. What kind of irks me a little bit is a couple of things. One, I'm right here and getting a bit nervous for whatever reason. I'm right in that direction and I get nervous about it. And I don't know why I got nervous. But both those trades, you know, gave me a bit of a drawdown when all I gotta do is just work through the trade. I mean, I know better than that. So I have to sacrifice this contract right here for the potential of hitting a bigger move. And that's just basically the bottom line. If I want to see 600 or 86, I have to, oh, Jesus, look at that. Oh, Lord. That's the market for you today, which is fine. I mean, I'll take another $100, but I was just hoping not to have to experience that one.
Order pending.
Come on, baby, feel me.
Order filled.
Good, good. I'll keep my stop exactly where it's at. And then I will go in
Order
and look
pending.
for a run up to 51, cover that, and just leave my cost basis the way it is. If they come back and hit me at 71, I'm still making a little bit of money. Come on, you know you want it. Nope.
Order cancelled.
All right. We tried. We did try, didn't we? So what's the plan here? The plan is to re-enter on the short side. Why? It's because you got a captain set up short right here. Now it's an extended market, I get it, but ultimately 731 is the stop of that rotation. I mean, if we get a captain set up short here, I'll get short again. Right in the smack of Globex, right in the middle of all of it.
Order filled. Target filled.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take a scalp and just kind of move on. It's 1031. Again, I'd rather be short than long against that 731. You have a captain set up short on the 200 NT Rinko, and they have not made it easy, but ultimately the pressure is still solid on the short side. And every time they rally it, a serious sellers step in. Now, if we break 731 again, I mean that may change the picture, and then a break of 770 can change it even further. But for now, I'm gonna be looking for clouds, transitional zones, and signals on the short side. The market is still in sync on the short side, but if we break 80, which it looks like we're about to, it gives us a pause and we need to see more out of the market. Like right now, I want to see the market come back to 43. Did I tell you guys I don't like trading around Globex? I'm sure I said that once or twice before. I'm gonna reduce my size back down here a little bit. Two contracts, and what we're looking for is the 200 NT wrinkle close below 660. You do that, then I'm back in business on the short side. Tell you what, if you can make money in this environment, you can make money in any environment. How you doing, Ron, today? Any any trades? Okay. Well, 7:31. I mean, you get up there, then we have a different conversation. But till you do that, I'm gonna just stick around here and just watch this. The hundred is um, long, and the 200 is short. So we are gonna be patiently waiting till we get to that 7:31. So if we get there, we'll look for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. I mean, I really should wait actually for the 750 to break as a confirmation, and then pullbacks will become viable because you ultimately have to clear that 766 area and then start pushing into the 800. But you wouldn't know that till you break the 50. So if that's what the market wants to do, then that's what the market wants to do. I thought I was talking in the mic. Jesus. Okay, so here we go. So there was a captain setup switch trade right there, and we got in, covered, then got back in, and now market pushes low, pushing lower. I'm scalping it because the market is out of sync and we're around glowback. So I just needed to kind of pocket my money and just keep going here. Ultimately, really to get aggressively short, I need to get to 68.50. 68.50, and we should probably see that soon. The lesson of the day for me is patience. Yeah, we should hit target number two. Then from there to a 48. I'd like us to close below that level that we discussed right here, which is 67. Okay, we start doing that, then things can start going. Adnan, how we doing? Frida, any changes? Chief, Ron, Jonas, Janice, Gary, Brian.
Order filled.
I will take it right here, and I will see if we can go. Come on, go.
Order pending.
Of course. have a good chance at hitting that 67.
Order filled.
Gonna add to it right here and add to it right here. Thank you.
Order
Whoa,
pending.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Order
whoa. What
order
happened here? What
canceled.
happened? What kind of mess is going on here? All right, so we flushed and we should be adding to these shorts right here. We need a target number 2, then target number 3. We should hit that 50.
Order filled. Order pending. Order pending. Order filled. Order filled.
Are they going to get me on this one?
Order filled. Order pending. Order cancelled. Order filled. Order filled. Target filled.
Can I get out of that trade? I mean, the 200 and 100 out of sync, they pulled back enough for me to take a small stop, and I will just leave it the hell alone. Okay, Yanis. I mean, if man, I tell you what, if they if they break down to 667, 667, I would have to just jump in with both feet in on the short side. That'd be a captain setup short on the 200 NT Rinko and two captain setups on the 100 NT Rinko. I would have to. I mean, like, this trade. Look at this fade, and that's it's profitable right now. I mean, we took I think a small stop in it, but you just one solid trade. 667. 667. Okay. 667. I'm gonna just park my orders.
Order pending.
And if it runs up a little bit, I will add to it, and most likely it will run up. let me see if I can meet up with Giannis. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you gotta get there. I'm not playing this game. You gotta get there. Yep.
Order filled.
Okay, it got there. All right, so let's go.
Order pending.
Yeah, go here. Go
Order
here.
pending.
Let's go. They're gonna pick up some speed here in a minute. I'm looking for bigger targets. I'm gonna go break even if when we go below target number 2. And here it comes. I mean, I could just keep reducing it here, reducing it up to here. I mean, if I'm here, I need to be lower. But let's just wait for that thing to sell. And come on, baby. All right. So now we play the game of waiting.
Order pending. Order filled.
Okay, and that's it. I'm just gonna leave the rest alone. Either you come and pick me up for another point, or I will make more money. I mean, today's been a struggle a little bit. Come on, baby. We're in the right. Okay, I'm telling you, we're in the right place at the right time, doing the right damn thing. It just we had to kind of sit through this unbelievable noise that the market was putting together. I mean, good lord.
Order canceled. Order
Cancel
canceled.
that and let's just play big ball. Let's try and work a bigger one. I mean, we should on a momentum 50 25. Yeah. 25 25 that it takes us to 16. That should be something that we need to be looking for. And or they come back all the way and hit me at 677. And in that case, thank you very much. I made a little bit of money. Life is good. Keep on going. 'Cause I need to be in this trade for like 20, 30 contracts because I mean the amount of signals that we are getting here, captain setup, captain setup, captain setup, captain setup. I mean all captain setup shorts. Now they could put a captain setup long here on the 20 NT Rinko as a counter trend, and that will run us up into that 70. I could look for an ad there, and if they don't do that and just keep flushing, I'll keep holding. 600 is a very legitimate target, Janice. Very legitimate target. That's one of those spots I'm looking at, and actually, we may even see 550 and 570 is FOMC number, so we may end up retesting that. Okay, so it hit that one. Okay, so they're gonna play around with it for a little bit here. key to this is to learn how to hold. You got to learn how to hold to these things. And the only way you will hold on to any trade is if you're already making money in it. I mean, obviously, people hold on to losers, but that's not what we're trying to do here, right? So if you want to hold on to a winner, make some money off of it, and then let it ride with one contract just like that. Target number 3 is hit. I know you want to do it, so do it. Push, push. It's the same trade, Giannis. Same trade, different sizing. The sizing does not really matter. It does matter in a certain extent, but ultimately, the idea behind the trade. Then you could, and this is very scalable in and out. Target number 3 is hit. Do we take our profits here? Hey, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I mean, we're hitting solid levels here. Am I getting greedy here? Am I getting greedy? They flushed the most recent low, and they're trying to stabilize the price. It's going to take me a little bit of patience to hang on to it. $56. So what I'm going to do, yeah, look at them. I mean, that's a spot where you would fade the shorts because that's just the most recent low, and a lot of people are coming in here. Look at these. Okay, I'm out.
Order filled.
Oh, that's not what I tried to do. I ended up adding to it. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna make more money here.
Order pending. Order filled.
That's fine. Here we go.
Order
So
canceled.
we made more money, and I'm gonna go break even, and I'm gonna put it right here at 63, and it's either gonna flush and go further lower and take out all these people that faded the low, or I get stopped out for 11 points on one contract. One of those two things are going to happen. Both of them are winning to me. If we end up this candle closing lower, I mean higher, to 53, I got to get out. All right. It's the moment of truth right here.
Stop filled.
Okay. I'm still looking at this from the perspective of a short. You have so much overhead. It's not even funny. I mean, you get the 700, you get the 729, you got all these, the 748, all of these levels, all that range is going to be a solid resistance. But I pocketed my profit. The market is out of sync here. Man, I mean, they're putting another captain setup here. I mean, it's going to flush some more, which is fine. If you're holding on, keep holding on. But this is how my day started, and this is how it ended. I wouldn't call it an easy day by any stretch of the imagination. We found ourselves getting involved in trading in a range against some of these patterns that are extending itself in a consolidated market. And at the end of the day, we came out ahead. So we're up 21.91 for the day. And oh, look at that. For the, I think for the week, I'm up a little bit too. Here we go. Yeah, here you go. Week for the week. I think that's just the most kind of action we got here. So we're up about 84.59 for the week on 35 decisions. Good job, Jonas. Good job, good job. And that's where we're at. That's how we are doing it. And period. So these, let me see the daily. Here we go. So this is my daily for the week 26, 27, 28, 29. Consistency is the key. Precision is a decision. And we are going to call it a day right here. Okay? So you guys take care and keep it up. Some days are easier than others. Some days they just give it to you. And today should be one of those days. But these captain setups were just tough. I mean, they just made the captain setup and then rotated back into the body of that captain setup, and it made it a bit more challenging to keep your risk tight. But I had to recognize that. I had to recognize the environment. I had to recognize the fact that I need to trade in a range and, relatively speaking, keep it light. Uh, okay, so I'm out of here. Yanis Sonder, stay in the room for our meeting, and everybody else, enjoy trading with you. My values are: precision is a decision. I don't make money, I am money, and I'm always going to trade in harmony. And we will see you on the next one.